Everyone's got an idea and something that they're trying to build, but the main validation on that is just get to market as soon as you possibly can. Get out there and start selling that before you build anything, before you do anything else. We came up with the idea for Disrupt Sports when we were sitting on a beach one time. I was a snowboarding instructor in the US and a surf instructor in Europe. And what we found was that people would always turn up to lessons and to advanced lessons with the wrong equipment just because that was the only thing the store could sell them. And we thought that was just broken. So we thought we'd find a way to turn the idea of buying sports equipment into a way of you making and designing your own sports equipment. So DisruptSports.com was started in 2014, and there's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of stuff that hasn't worked and a lot of stuff that has worked. Since then, we've now opened up 2 international offices. So we've got an office in LA and an office in London. We've now got not just one product, but 142 products on the platform, and the team's expanded tenfold. So if you speak to our investors, they would say we've got this lovely business plan, but in reality, there was a few of us sitting in a coffee shop writing it down on the back of a napkin. We had an idea, and the first thing we did was there and then put ads all over Gumtree and eBay. We tested some products, tested things that people wanted, and we waited to see if there was a response. It meant that we had answers and validating our ideas in 24 hours. So after we validated the idea, the next thing was we didn't have any money, so how are we actually going to build this thing? And I think if you're solving a really big problem, get people to pay for it. And that's what we did. We got all our customers to pay 50% up front, and that went towards funding the actual product development, but then also managed to make us develop the platform itself into what it is. There's a lot of advice out there that is build it and they will come. And we can think the total opposite of that. Like go and find the customers first and then build the product for purpose. Really getting distribution and customers is the main. We put flyers in cafes. We stood with billboards, like human billboards on the beach. We texted our friends. We sent emails. We scraped stuff. Like there's so many things that we did. And the main thing was just to get out to market as soon as possible. 95% of that didn't work, but the 5% you do, you build on and you learn, and that's how you grow your distribution. Work out what your really core thing is, like what do you do better than anyone else, and always keep that in-house and just outsource everything else. I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer, outsource that. Like I'm not very good at CRMs, outsource that. When we originally started, we thought everything has to get manufactured in China, and we definitely tried that. I spent 3 months at a time over there working with manufacturers, and to be honest with you, it took us 8 months to realize that was completely the wrong idea. Everyone locally was put out by it, the production processes were wrong, the quality was wrong, and so we decided to move all our manufacturing back onshore to Australia. And now that's turned out to be a great idea. Everyone's really receptive of it, the customer growth has been fantastic, and even the shops and schools are embracing it now as well. So the premise now is to get you your customized sports equipment as fast as humanly possible. So we've set up distribution and manufacturing in each individual country. So if you're in Australia ordering something from Australia today, please order something, then it's made locally in Sydney or on the Gold Coast. If you're based in the US, it'll be made in LA or New York. And if you're based in the UK, it'll be made from France or the south of the UK. So make it locally, send it to you as fast as humanly possible, and make sure it's the same price as something that's been mass produced. I'm not gonna lie, the journey is really hard. Like it's super tough. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But it's also the most fun and the most rewarding. I've met some of the most fantastic people along the way and had some amazing experiences. Got to travel to multiple countries and work on my own thing as opposed to somebody else's. One of the key pieces of advice I give people is at the moment it's just an idea in your head and you're the only one that knows about it. But get out there, start telling people, get some feedback, go speak to potential customers. You're not going to get anywhere unless you start. So just start with something today. Thanks for joining us for this series. I wish you all the best of luck with getting your product out there. And as soon as you stop watching this, get out and find a customer. We're really keen to know any feedback you have, so please leave it in the comments below.